Good evening, but not just the men and the women and the children too. My name is Braddle.
And I am the Foons, and we're coming right back at you for the very first time in internet history. How you doing tonight, Braddle?
I'm doing pretty good, Foons. I'm doing quite well. How are you doing?
Oh, this is excellent to hear. I am doing fine myself. Do we want to begin by looking at the Aladdin movie that's just been released?
The Aladdin movie, well, I've heard many mixed things about it, to be honest. From the trailer of it, I could not see myself, going to actually pay money to see it. It was because it would just be like a meme. The amount of memes that come out of it, but I've heard it's actually not as bad as the trailer would have you believe.
Yeah, I haven't actually heard anything about it, to be honest.
Oh, you haven't?
No, not really. I haven't really looked into it as much. But given Will Smith's previous works, I sort of know what to expect from it.
Oh,
but
yeah?
it still feels sort of like a meme, to be honest. I can't really see him playing the genie.
Nah. No matter what, no one will ever beat Robin Williams as the genie.
This is true. No one can replace Robin.
No. His enthusiastic nature, if you will, is second to none as the genie.
This is true. Have you seen John Wick 3, Brad?
John Wick 3, unfortunately, I have not. The only John Wick I've seen is actually the first one.
I've seen that one as well, and I was quite impressed with that one.
Yeah.
Although I can't say I felt the same way about the third one, Brad.
Oh. Well, I've heard from multitude of my friends that the third one is quite good. What are your thoughts on it?
If you're one to turn your brain off during the movie and just be a mindless drone and just watch the movie for its... how do you say? For its
entertainment and action and flashy colours and yay, people dying.
But that's exactly the thing. Even that wasn't very impressive. I noticed in a scene, right? This guy was getting stabbed with a sword by John Wick himself. And the sword, instead of penetrating through his stomach, it fell flat on his stomach, sideways, as if it was theatre, like live theatre, and then pulled out as if nothing happened. I thought that was outrageous. For a movie that's supposed to be this well looked after in terms of money.
Held to this high esteem. I would have thought...
I reckon.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have taken more care of it from that, but...
Oh, I'm not quite done yet, Brad.
Oh.
There's much more.
Continue.
There's more.
Please continue.
When they fired guns as well, I was counting the amount of bullets that were coming out of those guns. And they were not the same all the way through. Sometimes they would shoot 4 bullets before they had to reload, and sometimes they shot 11. I think that's just... It's unrealistic, Braddle.
It's not a good thing, honestly.
Oh, and there's more. The timing, right? You know when you throw someone through a window in like a Hollywood film?
Yeah.
You know how they do it, right? They have like a little mini explosive that they just put off onto the window. So they go through the window and no one gets hurt, right? They were not timed right. The explosives went off before the guys went through the window. So you can see this thing shattering and nothing had touched it, and then the guy falls on the broken glass.
No.
It just felt a bit like... The whole movie felt underwhelming, to be honest.
Underwhelming.
Sometimes that they had a lot of jokes that would just fall completely flat on their faces. It was like it was trying to make you laugh, but it was an action movie, and the jokes just didn't fit in the movie.
Have you also heard of Captain Marvel? Apparently the movie that we're meant to see before Endgame.
Yeah, I went to go see it.
Oh yeah? What'd you think of it?
I thought it was alright. It wasn't anything too special, to be honest. I think you could go without seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it's got the same sort of feel as Wonder Woman back in the day. It's just the company shoehorning in strong female person that exists and just force. I mean,
it's so true though.
I mean, just forcefully shoehorning in like an excuse to have a strong like female character. And yes, they're strong. They are powerful. Of course they are. It's Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. How are they not? One's an alien. I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel's an alien, I think. But
yeah.
yeah, but Wonder Woman's like not really an alien.
Wait, no. Captain Marvel's not an alien, my bad.
Isn't she?
No.
What is she?
Oh, well, I think I just spoiled the movie there. But yeah, you'll have to watch the movie to find out. But yeah, she is human.
But yeah, I get the same feeling as like just shoehorning it in, no actual like proper care, mediocre to the point where it's just like,
you know what these companies they don't understand, right? You don't create a strong female lead by creating a female character with these massively overpowered superpowers and just chucking her in this universe where she's just she wipes everything out just because she's so overpowered.
Yeah,
that's not how you create a strong female lead. You create like if you look at Scarlett Johansson's what was she? She was Black Widow, isn't she? Yeah. She was a strong female lead. And like, she wasn't overpowered. She was just like a secret agent chick.
Yeah, but that was built up over many films. Like, you knew the presence of her was there, even though she didn't get a film dedicated to her. She is a strong female lead, and that's where Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman fail. It's just, yeah. And to be honest, I mean, Endgame spoilers here, so if you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely see it. When Spider-Man gets hit or knocked down, and Captain Marvel comes up and is like, "Hey, Spider-Man," or wait, no, "Hey, Peter Parker, you got something for me?" And then it's just like a solid 30 seconds of pure female characters, which is fine. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but my God, you can just feel how hard they're trying to put it in there, like to press this message that women are strong. Yes, women are strong. Fucking, of course they are. They have to deal with so much fucking shit. And it's like they do. I've got several female friends.
Would you call them strong female leads there, Braddle?
My friends? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, they're fucking strong. But yeah, they're really fucking great people.
I mean, speaking of superhero movies, let's move on to a super villain movie that's coming out soon, The Joker. What are your impressions, my dude?
Looking forward to it. I thoroughly enjoyed the trailer and the memes that came out of it. Just like, okay, when the car goes to hit Joker, you know that part? Yeah, it's just like, okay, and the end of it when he's walking through the hall, it's like me trying to find a girlfriend. Then he gets hit by a car, and it's just like my political views, my sense of humor, and all that.
Oh, dude,
it's fucking great. I'll need to find it, but I definitely do think it's going to be a good movie. Good DC movie. It looks like it's going back to the grittiness of Batman vs Superman, like, and Man of Steel, which is fine. I like it. I mean, that's what the Dark Knight trilogy was, and Dark Knight Rises is considered one of the best superhero movies of all time, even though it's technically not really revolved around Batman. It's more revolved around the Joker.
Yeah.
But the actor playing the Joker in this new one, he plays it very well. I cannot wait to see it. But, what are your thoughts?
I am not a fan of the fact that he is his craziness is built off who he is. Because in like the originals and stuff, he fell into like a vat of like chemicals, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that's what drove him crazy. But so I'm interested to see how this new take on it turns out.
How like the psychological factors of it play into the story. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And having a whole movie revolve around the villain, I don't know if that's really been done before. Not successfully, at least.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty much all been about the heroes. They the good guys let them win. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
But I'm very interested to see how DC tackle this movie. I mean, the trailer looks good from what I've seen, and yeah, I look forward to it at the second half of the year. But apart from that, it is a property of DC, and we all know what DC are famous for, or rather infamous for,
Mm.
like Justice League and all that. Also, um, another movie, Shazam.
Oh, yeah?
Mm? Um, I was looking forward to that, but I have not seen it yet. I've always liked the concept of Shazam as a character. Shut up. I've always liked the concept of Shazam as a character, as like a kid turning into like a fully sized man, fully grown man with all these superpowers and stuff. Like especially so in the Injustice series of comics. But have you seen Shazam?
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting, the entire thing that, like, how it revolves around a kid. That changed the whole movie, dude. It really did. It added like so much comedic value that wasn't there before, or couldn't have been expanded upon before. It was just, yeah, it was really cool to see, and I'm interested to see what DC brings out next, other than the Joker, of course, because we know that's going to be a hit.
Yeah, if they can pull it off like they did with Dark Knight Rises, then definitely it's going to be a hit.
Oh yeah.
But on something that will definitely won't be a hit, the sixth Terminator Dark Fate.
Oh, goodness. Upon watching the trailer for this, right, the CGI looks absolutely terrible. The first time you can see, like, a truck ramming through a brick wall, right, that very first scene, that looks like something you can create on your phone, right? Like, on one of those apps. Like, you know the apps that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you just, like, film your friend dancing around, and then, like, trees full of coconuts will sprout out of his armpits, and, like, monkeys will lob them across the room.
Yeah,
and it'll all look really realistic. That's exactly what that looked like. It was pretty poor, to be honest. For today's standards.
For today's standards, definitely. I mean, I didn't overly like the fifth one either, because it kind of, well, destroyed what the previous films built on, aside from Salvation. Salvation can fuck off. It's... Alright.
This is so sad.
Tim Miller is directing it.
Right.
So, they need to let it die, honestly. I mean...
James Cameron needs to pull out now.
I'm sorry, it has to. I mean, the trilogy would have been fine. I would have been completely fine with that, but not Salvation, Genesis, and now Dark Fate. It's just... They're just milking it at this point. They're especially milking Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's definitely one of the best parts of the movie. I'd say, if not the best part of the movie. Because he's such a well-known icon, you could go around and ask anyone who is the Terminator, and they would tell you Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, in my opinion, they should have just left it at 3, Judgment Day. I think it is. No, that's the second one. Rise of the Machines.
Yeah.
Let's move on to something that me and you are more of a fan on, Foons.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars. And
hell yeah.
The movie that is coming out this year, Rise of the Skywalker. And
oh man.
oh boy, do I have a lot to say about this. Okay, so the Disney movies are all trash. I dislike all of them. Like
Agreed.
The Star Wars. They've They kind of did the same thing as with Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel and made this female lead pretty much overpowered, like,
Hey, look, I'm going to
instantly.
cut JJ some slack though, because in the very in episode 7, right, that he gave Ryan Johnson a pretty good like building blocks to
Yeah.
just start building on this character and give her a background and everything. He gave her the platform to do so,
Hmm.
but he failed to do that in episode 8. I think this is completely Ryan Johnson's fault.
I second that. I definitely think that, because what Ryan Johnson did is he turned it into a fucking parody. In one of the scenes, they in one of the scenes, right? Okay, there's this thing like floating down, and there's like steam or whatever coming from the bottom of it, and it's like, oh, this is a ship landing. Wrong. It's a clothes iron ironing some fucking clothes. Why? That's borderline parody, and that's
The
not.
very first scene, there was a "Your Mama" joke.
There
Do you remember that? Yeah.
What?
On what's his name? The redhead dude.
The redhead dude.
Poe made a "Your Mama" joke to the redhead dude, the Ranger. What's his name?
I have no fucking clue.
The guy that Kylo keeps throwing around like a rag doll in The
Oh.
Last Jedi.
I know who you're talking about. I definitely know who you're talking about.
But they made him look like a fool.
Yeah.
That's my other problem. Because he was built up as a pretty strong opposing force. But then he was just torn down. He was made into a parody.
The commander, or whatever his name is, General Hux. Yeah,
Hux,
that's his name.
that's the one.
Yeah. In the first one, there was some massive, like, Hitler, like, over or undertones. Just like,
I felt that as well. Yeah.
fucking raise their fists in the air like, haha, you should know
Like Hail Hitler.
you should know your fan base by now, but they are going to take the shit out of that. But
Oh yeah.
they did build him up as an opposing force. I'm not disagreeing with you there, but they just tore him. Ryan Johnson just tore him down into nothing, like a joke.
He's ruined this movies for us. What is he
ruined-
doing?
And like, the spin-off movies aren't. Well, Rogue One wasn't bad. I didn't mind it, but Solo wasn't bad either. But the ending, that got me riled up, as well as like the Rise of Skywalker. I know we got like sidetracked there, but okay, spoilers.
Hey, look, get pumped. Palpy's back, yo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so at the end of Solo, it turns out that Solo's, I don't know what her name is or her role, but she's like, oh, I'll contact this dude. And who is this dude? It's Darth Maul, which
Oh yeah.
is fan service, is blatant fan service, which is good to an extent. Yes, it's to keep the fans happy, but if there is no reason to put it in there, then don't put it in there. It's the same with Palpatine. Disney know that the previous two like major movies are shit. They know they didn't do a good job with them, and they just stuck Palpatine's laugh at the end to get everyone riled up, like, oh, it's Emperor Palpatine's coming back. It's going, Emperor Palpatine, because it's just to lead us into like a trap of sorts, if you will. It's just.
Hey, out of all honesty, I'm willing to be trapped. I am
as
see
well.
this movie.
I am as well. I definitely will see it, and it's got the same actor as well. As,
Ian McDiarmid.
Yeah, it's good. I hope it's as good as the prequels. I mean, I know the prequels like unironically cop a lot of shit but I enjoy them. It's
Well, we grew up with them.
yeah, I definitely grew up with them. I mean, I remember seeing Revenge of the Sith on TV, like when we didn't have Netflix or like any DVD player. All we had was a VHS player.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just, but yeah, hate on me all you want. I enjoy the prequels, like the prequels and the original trilogy. Just it could have been left there.
And it was going to be until George Lucas sold it off. But hey, that's a whole different story.
Hey, settle down there, partner. We don't want to rustle jimmies of. We don't want to rustle the jimmies of some people. My goodness.
But if we do want to go back to Rey, sorry, just for a second, this
Yeah.
came up in my train of thought. I hate her training montage in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
She just swings her lightsaber around a rock, and that's it. Then after that, she magically knows how to use her lightsaber. She's self-trained, dude. And that makes no sense.
It doesn't, because the Jedi have been dead for who knows how long. Luke's was the last Jedi, pretty much. But, I mean, it doesn't make all that much sense, because...
But Luke didn't even train her. She trained herself.
Well, all Luke did was, like, slap her with a leaf and say, "You're an idiot."
Yeah,
that's pretty much all he does. But
man,
yeah,
they destroyed him as a character as well.
Yeah,
Ryan Johnson, what are you doing,
Ryan?
man?
What have you done, Ryan? Ryan, what have you done? Like,
go sit in the thinking chair, Ryan. Go sit in the thinking chair.
He did Looper.
That was a good movie, though.
I enjoyed that movie. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was a pretty good one. But I actually kind of enjoy how Mark Hamill trash talks like all the like Disney Star Wars movies. It's fucking great.
I think he regrets it now, though.
He definitely does. He definitely does.
At the time, he was fueled with rage, and it was really funny. But yeah, he does regret it now. You can tell in his actions. He's trying to make up for what he's done.
But did you know that Mark Hamill, to lead back to one of our previous points, is actually the voice of one of the major Jokers?
Oh, he is too. Yeah.
Yeah. In like the majority of the games, he is the voice actor, and in a lot of the TV shows as well. So yeah, he does he does a really good Joker as well. What would you rate 2019 so far about movies? Like, what are your thoughts on, like, what are your thoughts on the movies that have come out and are coming out this year? Do you think it's a good year or a bad year?
So far, I reckon it's been pretty sad, honestly.
I'll agree with that. Yeah, definitely.
I reckon there's definitely room for improvement, especially with Star Wars coming out. I've got high hopes for that.
I've got high hopes for Zombieland 2. I reckon that will be pretty cool as well. If you see the first one?
No.
It's pretty much like a dumb fun comedy zombie movie. Yeah, getting all the old actors back in it, and which makes me happy. So, when that comes out, I'll go see that. But yeah.